Take care not to kill her, for in doing so you spoil good economics. When she is in complete submission, she will train her own offspring in their early years to submit to you when they become of age. Understanding is the best thing. Therefore, we shall go deeper into this area of the subject matter concerning what we have produced here in this breaking process of the African female. It gets deep here, y'all, because it says, at this point, we have now reversed the relationship. Now, see what has happened. They have taken the strong black African male and totally destroyed his image while the women and children were watching. So now in the back of the woman's mind, black men, you can't protect us. Y'all follow this thing? You are not in the position to look after us. That's what's happening here. So in her, see, here it goes and say, in her natural state, she would have a strong dependency on that African man. I better say that again, since we are so unnaturalized now. In her natural state, the black woman would have a strong dependency on that black African man. Whew, man. And it goes on to say, and she would raise her offspring to be dependent like she is. So in the natural state of the African, the woman and the child was very dependent on the strong African man. Do y'all see what I'm saying? It goes on to say, nature provided for this type of balance. And then it goes on to notice what he says. He says, but we reversed nature. I need to go for a walk on that one, but I ain't. But we reversed nature by burning and pulling a civilized African apart and bullwhipping the others in front of them to the point of death. All in her presence. We reversed what is natural. We got rid of her natural tendency to depend upon her man. We got rid of that. And God knows they did a good job. Because it's something real sick when a black woman can say to a black man, I don't need you. Only thing I need you for is. And if you don't do that too well, I don't need you at all. Y'all know, don't y'all get deep on me. Y'all know we talk like that. No, we talk like that. Check out what it goes on to say. It says, by her left alone, unprotected, with the male image destroyed, the ordeal causes her to move from her psychological dependent state to a frozen independent state. In this frozen psychological state of independence, she will raise her male and female offspring in reversed roles. Y'all hear this? What are the results? It goes on to say, and this is what you call social engineering, brothers and sisters. Here's what it says. What are the results? You've got the African woman out front and the African man behind and scared. This is a perfect situation for us to have sound sleep and economics. Before the breaking process, we had to be on alert and on guard at all times. Check this out now. Now we can sleep soundly, for out of frozen fear, his woman stands guard for us. He cannot get past her early slave molding process. He's a good two, now ready to be tied to a horse at a tender age. And by the time the African boy reaches the age of 16, he is broken in and ready for a long life of sound and efficient work and the reproduction of a good unit labor force. Oh, brothers and sisters, it gets even deeper than that. It says, through breaking the uncivilized, savage Africans. By the way, I put the word Africans in here because every time I say the word Africans, the word they had was niggers. Follow what I'm saying? So you can kind of hear it better if you put that in there. Through breaking the uncivilized, savage Africans by throwing the African female savage into a frozen psychological state of independence, and then I got this underscored, by killing off the protective male image. I gotta repeat that again. By killing off the protective male image, by killing off the protective male image, and by creating a submissive, dependent mind of the African male slave, we have created a cycle that will turn on its own axis unless, it actually says right in the document, unless a phenomenon occurs and reshifts the position of the male and female slaves. What would be that phenomenon? The truth of our African awareness rising up, the truth that they intentionally stole and hid. If we could ever go back and reclaim our story and put back in the psyche of our young people how great as Africans are, that would be the phenomenon that would reverse their program. And it goes on to say, if over a period of time these Africans can get in touch with some substantial original historical base, good God Almighty, they could reverse the process. Again, they don't want us to get connected to our history. So the only way to keep you from getting connected to your history is to make up one and teach that one to you as though it literally existed. And once again, brothers and sisters, I hate to painfully put this on you, but I got to set you free. The first book they use is this one right here, the Bible. And many of you think that this is a history book, and there's not one event mentioned in the Bible that can be verified as an historical event. Not one. Not one person mentioned in the Bible can be verified as a person who ever walked this planet. Not one. From Adam all the way to John on the Isle of Patmos. All of them. I know I'm shadowing some of you, but I got to shadow you. I got to shadow you. Got to deactivate that. Thank you. Got to deactivate that willy chip. Because as long as you're putting your faith in a concept that the white man gave you, your chip is running on nuclear power.
So you see, black people, they did not want you to know where you came from and what you were. Instead, they wanted to make you into who they wanted you to become. So you black women who walking around and you all over Facebook shaking your ass and showing these nasty pictures of yourself and this and that. And don't get me wrong, I love black women, and I love looking at, you know, beautiful black women, and I love black women who are trying to do the right thing, who's trying to break away from the whole stigma of I got a big ass or I got a nice body, so that's going to get me what I want. That's going to get me the kind of job I want. That's going to get me the car I want. That's going to get me the clothes and jewels just because I got a nice ass. Come on. You are worth more than that. You are worth more than just selling yourself to And some of these women are selling themselves for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy to me. When I see it, yeah, I'm a man. Of course, you know, I look at them like, damn, I look good. But at the same time, I'm like, damn, that's fucked up. But if you wake up and see that no man is really going to respect you for you doing those things, for you shaking your ass and putting pictures and stuff like that. Yeah, you want to put pictures like that and you say, well, I'm grown, I can do what I want. But at the same time, you want respect, and ain't no man going to give you respect like that. It's going to create animosity within your relationship, and it's not going to have any kind of bearing on trust when it comes to you coming into a relationship with somebody who's seen those pictures, or with somebody who's seen you strip, or with somebody who you just had sex with on the first date. You're not going to get respect. A man is not going to respect that, and that's just the truth. So what is it going to do? It's going to create conflict within the relationship. So you get together with these guys and you sleep together and you have a baby, and now he's doubting if it's his. And then when you do have it, he don't want to be around to take care of it because whatever animosity he has against you, or because he's going through his own struggle. And what I try to tell a lot of white people when I talk to them is, because I have people ask me these questions like, what's going on in the black community? Like, because they really think that we just crazy and we just want to sell drugs. And I'm like, no. When you get arrested, let's say you grow up poor, you ain't have nothing. So you was forced to hustle, sell drugs, to help your mom out, to help your brothers and sisters out, to feed yourself. And you was forced to sell drugs. You ain't know nothing else. It's all you knew. Bam, I get this pack, I get on the corner, I can make some money. And it's survival of the fittest. That's what you had to do. Now, if you get arrested, that's game. That's game, because once you come out, and let's say you decide that, you know what, this whole jail thing ain't for me. I don't want to go back there. I see what it's like. I don't want to sell drugs no more. I want to get a job. I want to be good. And then you go out and you decide to get one, and you can't because you have a criminal record now. And you feel like, well, maybe if I go to school, if I finish school, maybe that'll help me out. And if you go to high school and finish that, or you go to college and try to do that, yeah, going to college might help you out. You may be able to get a job. You know, you probably definitely will be, depending on what you get arrested for. Now, if you ain't finished high school and you're in your 20s, I mean, it's going to screw you over. You're probably not going to finish anything. You're probably going to have to go back and sell drugs to stay afloat, to stay alive. So on the one hand, you got, yeah, I want to be a good guy. I want to do the right thing, but I can't because I got to feed myself. I got to feed my baby and my family. So I got to sell drugs. I got to do the wrong thing to stay alive. And that's the thing they want you to have to choose from. No person should have to choose whether or not to do such a thing. But that's the way they want it to be. It's just that simple. The government gets what it pays for, period. If they wanted to fix the black community, they could have done it. These celebrities, if they wanted to fix the black community, they could have came in here and done something and help people out and help them out of these crazy situations that they're in. Yeah, of course, we have control over our own life. We do fucked up things to put us in the situations that we are in. But I mean, really, when you go back and you look at it, the whole thing has been one big setup. Yeah, I mean, come on. Common sense tells you that the black community is a direct result of slavery. Because while our ancestors was in bondage for over 400 years, the white race had that gap on us to flourish and succeed. And we just catching up. I mean, come on. The civil rights movement was only 50 years ago. It wasn't that long ago that this stuff was happening, where we couldn't even go into a white store. It's people still alive. So how do you think that the black race is just going to all of a sudden be doing well now, when only 50 years ago we couldn't even really deal with white people? So yeah, in closing this video, if you don't take nothing away from this whole money scheme thing, well, the one thing I really do want you to really get is to not sign up for this Obamacare shit. Like, I'm begging you. Leave that shit alone. You're literally signing away your body and giving them control of your physical body. Remember, the whole straw man thing was to create a person that was like non-existent. This whole Obamacare thing, which is why it's so big and it's like everybody has to sign up for it. And remember, it's mandatory. It's because it's mandatory, just like how it was for the Social Security Act was mandatory. This is mandatory, and they have fines if you don't sign up for it. But it's mandatory because it gives them control of your physical body, where they won't need no straw man. They have you, they own you with this Obamacare thing. So it's a Trojan horse. Again, it's the biggest one, and they use a black man to bring it in, because if a white man did it, black people will be reading that shit and looking into it and saying no. So you get a black man to do it, and he suckers in everybody, and that's what Obama has done. Obama is a puppet. As you have seen in this video, he is not no good guy that's going to help people out and this and that. I mean, y'all, you want to like the guy. I like the guy. You want to like him. He talks so good. He seems like a cool dude, but he's bullshit. I mean, it's just that simple. So if we don't educate ourselves, if we don't unite against this bullshit, if we don't leave this street hood shit, ghetto shit alone, we are going to fall. We'll never ever become again the glorious race that we once was. Please realize these celebrities are sellouts. These Jay-Z and these black people, they are sellouts, man. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand where they're coming from as far as doing what they got to do and sticking with this whole agenda to miseducate the black people, because y'all niggas ain't listening. Niggas ain't listening to this shit. It's not this not going to get that many views. A lot of people are not going to share this video because it's the truth. It's some real shit, and they're not going to want to pass it along for some kind of fear of embarrassment. I don't know what that whole thing is about. So yeah, this is not going to get seen by the masses of people. I'm not somebody famous, so anybody going to take this video seriously, because I'm not Tyrese. I'm not a famous person. So people are going to see this and like, yo, what this nigga know? He's nobody. He's not Jay-Z. He's not a famous person. So people are not going to take this seriously. But you got to understand, they are sellouts. They are selling you out, but they're doing it because they know if they told you this shit, yeah, they might get some people to listen. But as soon as the media starts saying shit about them, they're going to believe it. People want to say, oh, well, maybe I should listen to this guy. Maybe the media is right and he is crazy, or maybe he is on crack because he's trying to tell the truth. They know that you're not going to wake up. They know that you are not going to just all of a sudden have this eureka moment where you say, you know what, we're being tricked. So instead of risking everything that they have worked hard for and risking their fame and fortune, they continue to go with the plan and sell you out. And yeah, I kind of sort of can't blame them to, you try to tell people and help them out and wake them up, and they just spit in your face and call you crazy. So, I mean, it's either that, stay rich and, live a good life, or be killed by these people. And then, the people who you're trying to help still end up dying and not getting the information because they don't want to read or they don't want to listen to you. So yeah, I don't expect a lot of people to take this message in or pass this message along. But if you do like the video, please comment, share the video. And this is not to cater to my ego in no way, so I can know that my message is getting out and people are hearing this message, and maybe I should make more videos, because at this point right now, this is my last video, until I feel like it's something else I really need to talk about. But I read a lot, and there's a lot in my head, and I had to get this out. I have actually written about 3 books that I haven't had published yet, that I will get published at some point. And when you start digging into this information, it sticks with you. It stays with you, and especially when it affects your people, and you want to get it out and give it out to the people. Now, I know it's a lot of things I probably missed in this video, and at some point, it's going to make me want to do another video. So, yeah, maybe that'll happen. But like I said, Obamacare, no, leave it alone. Read the plan. It's bullshit. And educate yourself. Share this video. Read books. Stay out of the whole I'm trying to be cool thing. Educate yourself. Become somebody. I mean, own a business. Go to school, be a doctor, and someday open your own hospital, open your own clinic, and help black people. Do whatever you can, because we're not going to win this thing with stupidity and brute force. All this, yeah, let's fight against the white people and this and that. It's not gonna happen. They freaking got way more sophisticated weapons than us, and it's always gonna be that one nigga that's gonna sell out everybody just to save his own ass or to be rich. It has happened before, and it'll happen again. So what's my plan? My plan is this: educate yourself. Educate yourself, because if that dollar crashes, they coming to get who they coming to get. And I have this little idea that I think when it does crash, they're going to take out as much black people or black leaders as possible, people like me and people that's trying to help black people out. They're going to use the whole scheme of going in there and helping people to actually detain people and send them to these FEMA camps or send them to Guantanamo or who the hell know where they're gonna send them. And I think that we can beat this whole thing with just education and doing exactly what Tupac was trying to do, and let's create our own political party and waking our people up. And in turn, by putting out the truth, other people is going to see that truth. And guess what? When the truth is out there, these politicians can come and say all the bullshit they want, but the truth will be supported by the facts. They don't have any facts to support their bullshit. We will have the facts to support everything that we're saying. Therefore, anybody who's listening, black, white, Chinese, it don't matter what race they are going to go with the truth. It's just that simple. And I want to thank everybody for watching this video. It was long again, but I hope you appreciate what I'm trying to do. I hope you respect what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to wake our people up, and I hope you see that. And thanks again for watching.